final point that I want to make about the legacy of Imam Hussain, about the events of Karbala, is one important point that inshallah ta'ala you will pick up as something which helps us to remind us of how difficult the times are that we are living in. The final point that I want to make is when we mention this great figure of Islam, we always say Imam Hussain. We say Sayyiduna al-Imam Hussain. I have noticed, whether it is Al-Bidayah or Nihaya, whether it is Tarikh al-Khulafa, even from the classical books, when you read the classical books, the name Imam is never detached from Sayyiduna Imam Hussain radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He is always described as an Imam. On the other hand, of all of the books that I have read, in Arabic or in English and Urdu, of all of the literature that I have come across, I have never seen the name Imam in front of the name of Yazid. I have never seen him being given a befitting title. Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, on the other hand, he was always called an Imam. Why? Because an Imam by nature is your role model as well. Imam Hussain radiyallahu ta'ala anhu was a role model. Yazid was no role model. Today's leaders, they have to realize that when they reach a certain position, their behavior, it becomes a namuna, an example for their people. Today, right now, and this is current climate, this is this summer, you would have undoubtedly noticed that only a few weeks ago, in fact, there was a horrid attack in the south of America, in Taco, I believe it was, right on the border of Mexico. A madman went on a rampage with an automatic gun, and he completely, just basically randomly hit people, he put into prison. A lot of people, they did not put the blame on this person, they put the blame on Donald Trump. Right now in America, there is a whole Me Too campaign about how women have been treated. Right now, there is very, very grave anti-Muslim sentiments, even against Muslim congresswomen, people who are in political power. Where is the blame going for the shootings? Where is the blame going for the Me Too campaign? Where is the blame going for the anti-Muslim sentiment in America? It's going to Donald Trump. People are saying to Donald Trump, because you swear at Muslims, because you are condescending towards women, because you curse Mexicans, your people are doing the same now. You have left a namuna for them. Only on Wednesday, there was a Sikh MP. He, in the question time, he said to the Prime Minister in very direct ways, very eloquent way as well. He basically called out the Prime Minister and said that the hate crime in this country has increased. People hate one another like never before. Anti-Muslim sentiments are everywhere. He pointed the finger at Boris Johnson and said, you directly and personally are responsible for this. Why? Because when the leader says words like ninja, and when he says words like letterboxes and bank robbers in order to describe women, the leader, the Prime Minister, the highest of society, when he is doing that, what do you think his people will do? His people will do exactly the same and say, well, it is fair game. Our Prime Minister, our Sardar, our Sayyid is doing it. You justify it in society. Go back now 1,380 years ago. Imam Hussain radiyallahu ta'ala anhu understood that predicament then. He said, if we have a leader like Yazid, no one will read namaz tomorrow. If we have a Yazid in power, no one will have any respect towards women. If we have a Yazid tomorrow, corruption will become rife in our community straight away. Basically, Imam Hussain radiyallahu ta'ala anhu was indicating Yazid was not Imam material. Imam Hussain was. So you have to be very careful at all times, whether we are fathers, whether we are imams, whether we are prime ministers, wherever we are, bosses in our companies. We have to show responsibility to our actions and know that it has an effect on others. Sometimes when we do something, it justifies it for others. It opens the doors for others. Donald Trump has been openly racist for many years now. It is reflected in the entire society of America right now. Imam Hussain radiyallahu ta'ala anhu had the hikmah and wisdom to understand, if we allow Yazid to continue as the leader of the Muslims, this will lead to the destruction of our ummah. There will be no namazi left, there will be no Sufi left, there will be no Parezgar left. This is the real legacy of Imam Hussain. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of his endeavors. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable us all to learn from his wonderful legacy. Ameen. Wa ma alayna illa al-balagh.